Hi and welcome. Today is Monday, April the 12th, and I am Jennifer Thompson, your intuitive realtor. I service all of Southern Georgian Bay. However, the office I work from, Remax Georgian Bay, is located in Midland, Ontario. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am so grateful that you're here. And I'm going to share with you the real estate stats for the Midland, Penetanguishene, Tiny Township, and Tay Township areas for the last 7 days. And then if you stick around, I will also be sharing the energy reading for the week. So in Midland, for the last 7 days, single family homes, there have been 11 listings, and the average list price has been $707,986, and the average sale price has been $445,000. Now, again, this is just in the last week. In Penetanguishene, there have been 6 new listings come up, and the average list price has been $484,071. And for the average sale price in the last 7 days, there have been no sales, so I have no statistical numbers on that one for you. So we'll just move ahead and jump into Tiny Township. So now Tiny Township has had 11 new listings in the last 7 days. And the average list price has been $929,877. And the average sale price has been $744,960. And finally, in Tay Township, there's been 10 new listings in the last 7 days, and the average list price being at $721,615, and the average sale price in the last week has been $433,740. So there you go. Still housing shortage for listings. Still lots of buyers out there, so not too much has changed in that regard. So let's jump into the reading for the week. So again, I have the decks behind me that I'm using, so I'm going to ask Spirit for one card just to get a general feel for the overall energy or message for the week. Great message. I love this. Gibbous Moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. So there is the card there. You're very close to achieving your goal. So it's a little bit of encouragement from Spirit to hang in there. Don't give up. Don't get frustrated. Be in acceptance. You're almost there. Great, great message. So again, I'm going to use the Celtic Cross spread. I'm really enjoying this spread. I think it covers a lot of bases. And I'm using the Enchanted Map deck again. And I like this deck as well. Oops, that one doesn't want to go back in, so we're not going to force it. We'll just keep that one out, see what it says. Okay, get a little more focus here. So ask Spirit for reading, energies, messages, advice for the next week. Okay. So let's just see what this card is that didn't want to go back in. Intention. This is actually a really great card. Considering, we're still in the new moon energy. New moon energies are a great time a powerful time to set your intentions. New beginnings. What do you want to bring into your life? What new things do you want? The world is your oyster. I'm just, even though there's no oyster here, oyster comes to mind. It's a very powerful with the owl, the wisdom, but he's holding onto the dandelion. Looks like a dandelion that's gone to seed. And so, it's like planting seeds. Use your wisdom, connecting with your center, your core, your heart chakra, and feel what it is that you want for yourself and set those intentions. So again, there's the card. So our current energies at present. Oh my goodness, same one I pulled last week. Rock bottom. So a lot of us are still feeling down and heavy, stuck. Oh, I think stuck is a really pertinent word. As I say it, that's really how it feels to me. That we can't, it's like we're in limbo and we can't go anywhere. We want to get out of this hole or this place of feeling stuck and having walls and barriers around us. However, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. It is coming. It's just not time. But that's, a lot of us are still feeling that energy. So there it is. I knew it. As I was shuffling the deck before I started the video, I always like to have a little peek and connect with the cards before I actually begin the reading. So I flipped over the deck and this is a card that I got, and I thought I better tune into the energy, get the message, meaning of this card. I wasn't sure what it was. I thought because, it always happens. If I do that, it always turns up in the reading. So here it is, the Bone Collector. So this is our challenge and opportunity card, crossing the feeling stuck. So what this card is telling us, actually is asking us, are we letting past circumstances, experiences where we've been hurt or we've had our power taken away, we've given our power away, are we still letting those define us? Are we choosing from that wounded part of us? That's kind of like the bones, the skeletons in the closet, so to speak, the things that are so deep within us that we're perhaps not aware of their existence. So the opportunity here is to ask yourself, are you being in the present moment? Are you choosing from where you are now, from the space that you are in of wholeness, that you have everything you need? Or are you unconsciously choosing from something in your past? So it's bringing awareness to that, because if you are doing that, then you have an opportunity to move forward from it and heal and release that so you can move forward. So the past energies that have brought us to here, balancing act. I had actually peeked at this one too. So there is the card there. So the balancing act, to me, what came to me in that is, are we doing too much? Are we trying to push ourselves into doing things maybe we're not ready to do, or our body doesn't want us to do? Maybe, it is still time for a timeout. It feels like we've had a timeout for a long time, a forced timeout. But the way things are playing out right now, it's not time to do a lot of things that we want to do. We're still being forced to take time out. But I think this is about, again, going back, reprioritizing, this is past energy. So it's about reprioritizing what's important to you, where you're doing too much, where you're getting burnt out. And so it's about gaining that balance. And that's what that's all about, balance in your life. Getting back to nature, with sitting and being, balancing that with the doing. So the future energies coming in are riding the wave. So to me, this one is easily about being in the flow state. As in each present moment, accepting it as it is will bring you into a state of flow so that you're not in resistance, because in resistance is where we suffer. So if you can allow yourself to be in acceptance and in the present moment is where you find that, then you're in a state of flow and you can just ride the waves, and there's no judgments, there's no attachments, because that's when we can get stuck and suffer. But if you're in that flow state, you're just, okay, yep, this too will pass. All is good. In this moment, I'm great. So what we're working towards is rescue. So it's like we're waiting for the tide to change, and in that waiting, we're not actually in the present moment. We're not in the flow. But this is this is the energy a lot of us are waiting for. We're waiting and waiting and waiting. So, yeah, it's like being stranded. We're all stranded on our own little island, whether it's in our house with our families or we live alone. And we know we still can't go out and do all the things that we love to do. But it's temporary. I am feeling the energy that, it is coming, the tide is changing, the energy is already in the air. So again, just have patience, be in the moment. The underlying energies, the ghost lands. So there is the card. Ghost lands. Okay, I'm going to actually look this one up because nothing is coming to me right away. Okay, I'm going to rephrase that. So what does come to me in this card is a feeling of emptiness and almost like a depression, not depression, but almost despair, of giving up. That's the word. And a feeling of abandonment. Okay, so this card actually does say what I was saying, the last one did. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. So whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing in the present moment. And for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps forward toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. So again, I think that goes back to the other cards and setting your intentions, imagining what you want your life to be, but not choosing out of fear or something that is you've given your power to in the past. It's about being in the here and now, owning it, owning your power, choosing from there, but not getting, having your thoughts there all the time. And I know I'm guilty of that. So it's about setting your intentions, but letting the universe take it over, the universe conspiring to work for you. But you need to stay in the present. So you set your intentions, you put it out there, but be present. Okay, so advice from Spirit is Magic Stream. Oh, I love this card. Isn't that beautiful? Magic Stream. So this to me is about magic. It's about the magic of creation. You're the powerful being that can create anything you desire through your intentions. And so this is about having faith in that flow, that things are flowing to you, change is flowing to you. And being in the now moment and having that trust. I think that holding the peace and the sense of trust that it is coming. I think that is a great encouragement from Spirit. External influences, spirit of place. Okay, now nothing jumps at me right away. Okay. So to me, again, this is about a card talking about for everything that's happening in the world, the external influences. It's so important to remember that you are not those. You are the divine, perfect being, beautiful, bright, shining being, having the human experience. So all the external things are not part of you. So it's important to work at, see how she's focused on that leaf, being in the present moment, remembering who you are, staying grounded. I think being grounded is like a major, major key in not getting swept away in all the politics and happenings in the world. Yeah. I feel so much focus, and because there's earth and a tree, and I think just being grounded is going to be a very important key. It always is a very important key when things seem there's a lot of things out of your control. But remembering that you can control your inner state is so important. So hopes and fears, education. So education for hopes and fears. Okay, let me look that one up. So 35. Life is filled with lessons, be teachable. Okay. I think that, is a really good clue for me in remembering, again, it's all just part of your journey. Everything is a stepping stone to the next thing. Everything we experience is a stepping stone. And remember that we're here for the life experience, and we're evolving. We're learning through everything, whether it feels like we're stuck or if we're in the flow. They're all lessons in understanding and becoming more empathetic to all, and to open our heart chakras and carry that compassion with us for all living beings, whether they be human, animal, tree, worm, insect, flower, everything that is in physical and non-physical reality, ourselves. And the final card, the outcome card, metamorphosis. I know this card came up last week as well. I can't remember the position it was in, but the outcome card is metamorphosis. So we are evolving and changing constantly. And again, the butterfly having just come out of the cocoon. So I still feel like we're, at a certain stage of that. Actually, no, you know what? We are already out of that cocoon. It doesn't feel like it, but we're there. Some of us are still struggling to get out and break it. And others are on the outside of the cocoon, and we're pumping blood into our wings. And it's coming. We will be taking off soon. So I think that is just lovely. Thank you again so much for joining me this week. I invite you to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to receive all of the notifications every time I drop a new video, which is at this point, typically it's every Monday. So please come back. I would love to have you here again. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I love you, and we'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.